Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, you know what that is right there? It is a crack on a tennis racket. That is the kiss of death for this racket. It can no longer be played, and at this point, garbage. But what if it can be fixed? Stay tuned. All right, guys. So in my years in tennis, in the history of tennis and of tennis rackets, rackets that are cracked, broken, split, whatever you call it, hairline fractures, like a bone, don't heal. When they crack, they're essentially done. Like, it's literally garbage at this point. I've known people like my buddy Pete, who used to work for like Caltrain, and so he fixes, floors and stuff on the road. So he would like get the cracked rackets from me and literally take a crack like this and drill little mini holes in there and literally fill it with industrial grade, commercial grade flooring, asphalt, tar, like various things to see if he could actually mend the racket. But when you do that, you're adding weight to that point. I mean, he didn't really care. He was just kind of tinkering and seeing what would happen. And I was like, yeah, that's great, Pete. And then he was like, no, try it. I'm like, okay, great. Yeah, I'll try it. So I would go try it. And then the weight's a little thrown off just because, he's filled the hollow center. So he didn't do a lot, but it filled that part of it. So you kind of feel the difference in it. But fast forward to today, my buddy Dan, who took a racket just like this from me in this kind of condition and said, I can fix that. I'm like, okay, sure. Here, take it. Cause I've been down this road before many times. So I gave him one of these, Speed Powers that was cracked, and he just brought it over to me. So look at that. He took the crack and he sanded it down. He filled it a little bit with like an epoxy compound, a little bit. And then he took a strip of graphite and then he melted it and fused it over the existing racket to strengthen it right here. So it's kind of a double layered. I'll show you over here too. It's a double layered bonding. And he's like, that should hold up. And I'm like, okay. He took the head guard off and had it come around. So it is graphite, a layer of graphite around that he put in here. I mean, that's a lot of trouble for patching up a racket, but he has the tools to do it. Now he's like, go try it now and tell me if it holds up. So, well, I'm going to get the Punisher, Coach Andrew, and maybe I'll frame a couple and see if it holds up. I'm going to need a coffee break for this one. Guys, shout out to Coach Del Rosario from Warren High School for getting me this coffee today. Guys, if you want to sponsor me by getting me a coffee a day or supporting the channel, network is buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. All right, so to add on to this video, my man Dan, he actually fixed the cracked racket that Coach Rob gave me. So he put it together, put the graphite around it, shaved it down. So hopefully it's one piece now. So now I have two rackets to see if it'll actually survive. For those of you who didn't watch that video, I'm going to link it below. Coach Rob brought me a cracked racket that a girl broke, and it actually severed here. And Dan saw the video and said, I can fix that. Get me that racket. He fixed it. Now I'm going to throw a grip on this and then see if it survives. So we got a cracked racket and a broken racket. Will it survive us hitting with it? See you on the court. All right, so on the court, got my man Dan's cracked speed power and cracked head that was in 2 pieces, Team Series Cyber Tour. So I got my man Goo texting his somebody, and Coach Chris over there trying to figure something out. So we're going to be on the court right now, seeing how solid these feel and if we can crack them.
Yeah, I can't believe It doesn't feel good. It feels horrid. Right now. Doesn't want to go.
All right, so as you saw, we had a lot of fun hitting with these, trying to break them, trying to keep the ball in. Coach Goo had a hell of a time with that one. Coach Chris had a hell of a time with that one. The old man racket wasn't as bad. Coach Goo, what was wrong with that one?
I definitely felt something different. The frame itself felt really weird. Definitely when I hit through it, I felt like the racket was already behind me no matter what happened. I was trying to swing all the way through, but I felt like I lacked so much control and so much. They just had a ton of power, just no control. I felt like the racket was already playing like slingshot with me. So it basically held it, and the last one I tried to cover it, it just slingshot in and fired 20 feet out or in the net, as you will see. It's been a pleasant experience.
Did it still feel solid though? Like,
yeah, surprisingly felt solid. Yeah, it did feel solid, but I just felt like you could definitely feel what the grip was like. It was something definitely compensating for it.
Okay, so there was a slight feel difference in it. So
Not slight.
Oh, major.
Yes,
Major feel difference. I think that's the racket though. I just really.
It could be the racket. I have no idea. I never played with the racket like that.
Coach, what'd you think, man?
When I was trying to hit up the middle, it was just drifting, like all the shots that I was. So I felt like it was like definitely like bending a lot more the frame.
Do you think it was because of the crack, or do you because it's a frame?
I think it's probably because of the frame. I think the frame itself.
Maybe the crack affected the frame, in my opinion.
I don't know.
It could be me.
I don't know. Look, I've never played it with this head Team Series racket. Not sure, but I definitely don't think, like, even with the broken kind of a chipped frame, I still felt like I could actually get a little bit more.
It doesn't matter.
I could still like direct the ball where I want to, but this one I felt like it couldn't, and I think it's got to do more with the frame. So,
but it felt solid though. The racket still felt solid because it was pieced together, like I told you. Okay.
It did definitely do its job.
So Dan did his job there.
So this racket, I mean, other than it missing a string here, I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way it's strung. This one is just your typical coaching racket. It had definitely a lot of power, and I thought if it played fine. So I think he did a good job too as well mending this one. You can see like right here is where it was broken. And yeah, I think it played just fine. Goo?
Thank you. Since Harry's not here right now, where's her?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm probably moving the lake somewhere. Okay, so it's our show now.
Let's go.
All right, so overall, the power. This racket actually felt like the most comfortable for both of us. Definitely felt we were at home with. Yeah, I mean, he did a great job. Dan did a great job with this repair. It actually played. It held tension nice. I'm kind of curious if you could try it on a real racket, a real cracked racket, like a 98 or something. But I mean, it felt like it played fine, honestly. It did feel a little weird, or just it could be just me because of my eyes. When I look at it, it looks like broken already.
Yeah, it does.
But it did its job. It stayed there. I mean, I dinked it on the floor maybe once or twice, but it held its own, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, great job, Dan. Great job.
Solid on both. Dan did a great job, guys.
Good job, Dan.
Good job. So yes, you can fix a racket. You just got to find the right person. Want to thank my man, Coach Goo. Goo, where can we find you?
Find me at ag.tennis. I'll also be posting content there as well.
Coach Chris, where can we find you?
You can find me at CV Chan Tennis.
That's it.
And that's it. Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Hey, Tennis Spin fans, want to support me? Well, check out my new t-shirts. I got my retro 90s Rainbow Connection on. Check out the Good Morning America, guys. All right, Good Morning Tennis Spin shirt over here. Got the traditional double liner just for you, half tennis ball, and my own traditional tennis spin from my beginning. All right, check out any of these on my site, tennisspinusa.com. Buy them there. Thank you.